little bit.
No, I was born for this.
All right, you are on air.
Awesome. Hey, what's up, everybody? MLSP community. Do I see a chat? Let's see if I can get anybody in chat here. Hopefully I got this. How come I don't see a chat tonight, JP?
You're in the Hangout toolbox, so you want to click back on webinars on air to get the chat back.
Okay, I'll try to figure that out while okay, I think I did it. Okay, don't mind me, blonde. Anyways, we've got a full lineup here. I am so excited for tonight's hangout. It is going to be off the hook. Hopefully everybody's here, brought their party hats, and are ready to just have some fun. If anybody that knows me throughout the community knows I'm pretty much off the cuff. I'm just fun. I like to just hang out, and nothing scripted. So I'm going to be hanging a couple people by their toes tonight, drilling them. Pretty much almost everybody on here tonight is on the leaders board. There's a few that aren't, on and off and stuff like that. But I'm really, really excited to have, quite everybody that's on here tonight. And I hope we got everybody. I might be pulling actually some people out if I can figure out how to do it later on. But my whole idea was to just have a huge success buffet, just have all these awesome leaders on. And, one of the biggest, most powerful ways is, to learn how to be successful and really, become successful in your business is to basically share stories, okay? That is one of the most powerful and most inspirational ways to really, really make it in this industry. So I've got my Skype blowing up here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I didn't get a panelist link. JP, I don't know what to do. Let me see if I can get a panelist link for Malia. Can you send it to her? I sent you her, I think. And then for some reason, my functionality has been disabled. So I don't know what that means. If I'm disabled or
I'll find
did I not maybe get a panelist link? Did I not come on the right way? Sorry, guys. Just some technical issues. You're going to have to deal with the blonde. Yeah, I don't think I came on the right way because I just clicked and it said the webinar will be starting. So if I can't see anybody, I'd like to be able to see the chat box and make sure that I'm attending to everybody.
Okay, Malia should be on in a few seconds.
Okay, JP, what should I do? Anything? Just stay the way I am?
If you don't see anything with webinars on air, then just stick where you are.
Just stick where I'm at. Okay, I'm going to stick where I'm at. We're going to roll. So, yeah, we've just got a great group here, and I'm just going to get right into it. We're going to start introducing some people here. We got Malia on, Malia Halloran, over there in San Diego waiting for us to come for Live the Dream, and I'm so excited to have her on. She is an up-and-coming rising star. She's actually on my team, so I see her. She is just pure talent and consistent and such a massive action taker. So I'm really excited to have you on, Malia, tonight. Why don't you say hi to the people?
Hello. Hi from San Diego.
Awesome. Then I've got Wade the man, Wade Hopkins. You guys have probably seen him. I'm just going to pull him up. You've probably seen him around the community. I know he was just blasted out in a blog post. He was at were you at the retreat? Which retreat was that, Wade?
Did the mastermind retreat in Austin. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I had a huge transformation and just was reading a little bit about that, Wade. And you're gunning it for L3 probably within the next 30 days, right?
Hopefully so, yeah. Getting real close. It's awesome. Very, very cool.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to have you on, and thank you so much for coming. And then we've got August, member of the month. Hey, guys. Patricia Sweeney. Sorry, I have two computers going at me. Say hi to the people.
Hi, the people. Hi, the MLSP people.
I am so excited for you, Patricia, because I see you're rocking it, throughout the community. You're doing all the Facebook marketing. You're on the leaders board for Live the Dreams ticket sales. and you're really just taking massive action. Leader or member of the month, that's huge. That is huge. I was last month, but that's how
I
huge it is.
know. Actually, I watched your interview so I could get tips on like what to say because I was a little nervous doing my interview with Roxana.
I was too, actually, and then my phone was ringing, and I was like, "Can we start this over?" And she was like, "I'm like, please." It happens. We just roll, right? We just roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was great. I mean, I'm super pumped to, be on the, well, I come and go on the actual, like, regular leaderboards, and when I'm doing a push, you'll notice, because I'm always, I watch them like a hawk, because I want my leads to go first, and then I want to get my sign-ups up, like my 7-day, 30-day, 90-day, and that always happens when I'm pushing, trying to, like, break rank, so, because I got L2, and then, and then I got the member of the month right after, so it was like, yay! Yeah, it was very exciting, so I'm pumped to be here. Cannot wait for Live the Dream. If you don't see my name on the leaderboard, it's because Bert Bledsoe and I are partnering together because we're going to do like a mastermind and a thing. So anyway, we are there, but you don't see me, so I'm technically there.
Yeah, you were just telling me that, so that's awesome. I can't wait to meet you guys and live the dream. I cannot wait. I can't believe it's almost 2 months away. All right, then we've got rock star Margaret Wilson. She and I have been friends, partners for a long time, literally, like probably since my inception online almost. So welcome. Thank you, Margaret, for coming on. You're rocking it with your Facebook marketing as well. You're in Michelle's coaching group, and you're getting phenomenal results. Working full-time, too, you guys. Really, seriously, this is the mom of 3, right? 3 and a
hence the background noise if you're getting any.
little ones, and working full-time as a manager and running a successful home business. So I am really, really proud of Margaret, and that is a huge accomplishment, Margaret. Thank you. Why don't you just say hi? Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
We'll come back to you. Come back. I'm just kind of going through the one.
Tell the story on how we met eventually.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then all the way down under, it's already Wednesday for Leonie Maviano.
Hey, everyone.
Another very, very important leader on my team, actually. She's very consistent and always on my hangouts and webinars. So she said she was a little nervous, and I was like, come on, you're on a hangout with me at least twice a week. So she's getting results, and that's the thing. She's getting results. She's getting sign-ups. She's making commissions, and she's getting leads. So I wanted to bring her on. She's just an awesome leader. Thank you. Also a mom and working her business. And we got JP. Isn't he such a cutie pie? Hi, JP. Hi, JP. He's not even paying attention. All right. And we've got Dustin and Tracy. You guys probably see them all over the leaders board as well. You guys, I picked these people on purpose because they're getting results with MLSP. They're getting results in their business. And Dustin and Tracy, even though we've kind of met, I know you guys are so excited to be here. Why don't you say hi to everybody? I can't wait to learn what you guys are up to.
Hey everyone, we're super pumped to be on this. We're grateful that you reached out to us and called us up. This is our first time on an MLSP Hangout, so we're excited.
We really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you so much.
I think that I also heard from Dean and Mary. Are you guys doing something with the wake-up calls too?
Yes.
You're helping out with that?
Yeah, we just did our first round of it this past week. Dustin did one day, I did one day, and then we did our joint one together by ourselves. So that was exciting.
Yay! That's what you guys are doing. You're rising up, being leaders. You're taking that leadership role, and that's what it takes. It just takes taking the bull by the reins and just doing it. Yeah, you're coming out there, and then of course. I told Kate I'm going to pick on her. I'm really not. Kate would say. And her husband, Andrew, too. He's not able to make it with us tonight, but these two right here, I mean, powerhouses, they're like right up there with Michelle and Bill and Rob Four. I mean, they're right up there in the leaders board, so I definitely cannot wait to pick Kate's brain tonight. See what she's up to, because we can all learn, we can all learn. That's really what this is about tonight. So, Kate, why don't you just say hello to everybody, tell us where you're from, that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Kate McShay. My husband Andrew actually had a prior work commitment, so he couldn't come, which is a bummer, but I'm more fun, so you're going to have a better time with me. We live in Vancouver, Washington right now, but we're both originally from Massachusetts, so we've got some Boston hearts and have an East Coast heart to us. But super excited, pumped to be on here, happy that April invited us, and I've got my pen and paper. I'm ready to go because I know I'm going to learn a lot from the rest of the panelists here.
Awesome. Maybe we should just start with you. Do you want to go first?
Of course, I'll be the guinea pig.
Hang you by your toes.
Practice.
Awesome. Kate, why don't you tell us a little bit, maybe a little bit about your background and, where you kind of started with MLSP, how you found it, and what you're doing right now that's really getting you some results. I'll give you, I don't know, however long it takes.
Sounds good. All right, so to really get down to it, I guess Andrew had found network marketing about 5 years ago. I'm 29 now, and we had kind of just like graduated college, both struggling, wanting to see more of each other. He's in corporate America. I was a second grade teacher. Both of us absolutely loved our jobs, but marriage was around the corner. We had just bought a house, and we were, starting to think about having kids, and just knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I wanted to spend time with my family, and so did Andrew. So we started looking into other options on creating a side income. And I will be 100% honest for people out there, and I know there's probably some people who are either spouses and work as a team or who have a spouse that works a side business, a home business. I was not invested in the beginning. I had no idea what it was about. I was extremely confused, and I also didn't necessarily want to know. I knew that he was working something on the side late at night, but I didn't have the right mindset yet. So let's fast forward to last April. So April of 2012, we had been married for a year, looking at relocating for my husband's job and, doing somewhat well offline-wise in our, MLM business. But we were going to be moving, and I was going to be, not teaching anymore at the school I was going to be teaching at. We didn't have kids yet, but I started to see the light at the end of the tunnel of what a home business could do for you. So I went to the No Excuses live event, and it was my first live event. Andrew told me to go, and I was all in. The live event is what totally transformed me, made me realize that the people that do online marketing are real and that they are some of the most positive people I've ever known. And so I got all in. That's where we found MLSP. That's actually where we found Michelle and Bill. That's who we signed up with. And then I'll be honest, I dabbled a little bit here, dabbled a little bit there, and didn't really see many results for a little while because I just still didn't have the mindset that I was enough. I knew Andrew was enough. I knew that other people were enough, but I didn't think that I was. So went to Live the Dream last October, Live the Dream 3. And again, I had another pivotal moment of where I just went, I can do this. I can teach other people how to do this, and I just need to pick a strategy that's going to work for me. So what we started doing, and after Live the Dream, we ended up moving to Washington for Andrew's job, but then we started really getting invested into video marketing. And so bought Tube Traffic Mojo and really started to put it into place, I would say at the end of April. After testing out a couple of things, seeing what kind of videos were working for us, and really started to gain momentum. And I'll tell you what really skyrocketed our business, and I think Patricia was talking about this a little bit, was that we planned out a 90-day video marketing challenge for us, and we completed it in 30. And so we just hustled really, really hard. We started really observing other leaders that were doing video marketing, went through Tube Traffic Mojo step by step by step, and just got extremely invested. And so we really haven't moved away from video marketing, and I'll tell you that's really what we've been doing. We've been using video marketing to get our leads, and we've been emailing our leads consistently. And I will tell you right now that the biggest thing that changed for me was my belief in myself. And that's when our business skyrocketed, because the tools have always been there, the leadership has always been there, but my mind was not there, and that was the big change.
Do you think it was a little bit like maybe because you were getting a little bit more success under your belt, and then it just kind of all of a sudden you were like you felt like you had confidence? Or
Yeah,
do you
I
think?
I definitely think so. I think, we had put out, I would say, 7 videos, you know, December, January, started seeing a few results, started to get to the point where we were getting 1 lead every other day, maybe 2 leads a day. And once I started to see just a little bit, that's when I went, okay, this is going to work for me. I'm going to stick with this. And if I'm getting results just from, 7 videos, what else can I do? How many videos should I be shooting every single week in order to start seeing some more results to get 10, 20, 30, 40 leads a day? And we kind of did a little backwards approach where we went, okay, we want 40 leads a day. Let's get down into how many videos we would need to shoot.
Right, right, and that's exactly how you do it. So what would you tell somebody brand new who's just now first hanging out, just starting on MLSP, fresh, brand new? What would you tell them the first thing that they should do? Well, once they finish the getting started, to start getting results right away,
So
like you did. Well,
pretty
not right
much,
away, but getting the few.
and we didn't get them right away. So I feel like they have an up on us.
Right.
Everybody tells you to pick a strategy, and I would again recommend to you to pick a strategy and learn every single thing possible, but while you're learning, implement at the same time.
Right.
So whatever your finances are, if there's a product available, I suggest buy it because they really do a wonderful job at taking you step by step by step. As long as you're taking action, don't get caught in learning mode. Don't pick a strategy and then kind of learn everything about it, but then implement it 3 months later. That's where you're going to start to get frustrated.
Right. Awesome. Awesome, Kate. That is powerful. And that's, I think, a lot of people, they come in, and I was the same way. I kind of dabbled. I took a month just to set up my autoresponder, so it was a long journey. I was like, didn't even know what I was doing. So I'm just gonna, I just was told I gotta end at 9:55. So we gotta, yeah. Okay, so
We'll go move on.
yeah, we gotta move on. But I'll be back. We'll real quick. We're gonna close it out real strong because I want to talk about live events. That was really powerful, Kate. Thank you so much for sharing. Definitely. Dustin and Tracy Wisnowski. I hope I said that right.
Perfect.
Your turn. You're up. Same thing, man. Like, what's getting you results? How, give us a little background on you, and how you found MLSP, and what's really getting you the results now, and we'll take it from there.
Well, honestly, when Kate was talking, we were just like, this sounds a lot like our story, the similar struggles and dealing with the belief of, is this something real? Is this something that we can actually turn into a full-time business? Or for those of you who even want to do part-time, it's really cultivating that belief. And so we started off a little bit different. We came across this movie called The Secret. I'm not sure how many people have heard of that movie, but basically it was the first time it opened our eyes that there's a different way of living, and that we didn't have to just follow the same path that the masses were following. We could actually, go for our own dreams, and that led us on to getting online and getting sucked into the Google vortex. We got in site after site after site of all these online marketing things, all of these shiny objects, people sharing their success stories, and honestly, that was probably back in 2008, and we failed miserably for the past few years, just trying to do every little thing and trying to absorb it all. Do you want to see other plans?
Yeah, pretty much like Tracy was saying, we failed miserably. We found in 2008 we got into some crazy affiliate businesses, and make a long story short, we stumbled along and we found My Lead System Pro. And the way as soon as we signed up for it, I was able to pick up the phone and contact the person who we signed up under. And at the time, she was living in Costa Rica on the beaches, okay? And I'm like, what?
This girl's in Costa Rica picking up her phone, answering it, and is like there to help us and cares about our dreams, cares about our desires, and is really willing to work with us. And that was our first big sign for MLSP, that this really stands out from a lot of other things online. This is a community that is really there for you and your dreams, and not just about the money. They really want you to have that belief in yourself that you can achieve just what any of these top earners achieve, because these are all just real people that you're seeing in all of these webinars and in all these products through MLSP.
Exactly, and just like Kate even said about going to her first event, Tracy and I, we scrounged up the money and went to an event. I was working full-time for a software company at the time, and we bought our ticket to Live the Dream 3. And
full price at that
full
time.
price, we paid full for 2.
Yeah, this is a prime time for your tickets because at that time we were just getting in last minute and we were like, we have to get there no matter what. We scrounged up, got the money somehow, and managed to get to that first event for us, and that was this past October.
Yeah, and by going to that event, we met Jonathan Budd. I don't know if we followed him for years, and we literally met the person, right? And we got to meet and build rapport with these people one-on-one. And what happens to your belief system is just like what Kate was talking about, belief. And really what you want to do is when you get to these events and you meet these people, you find out they're not different. There's nothing special about everybody else. We're all the same. We all can do the same things. We can take the same actions and learn strategies. And really what was the highlight for us is while I was working full-time, we went ahead and bought predatory SEO. We knew that there's people out there making content and ranking it, and you can kind of go ahead and give them some.
So for a while when we first got into MLSP, we did the same thing of getting overwhelmed and not really taking the advice that MLSP tells you to do, which is pick that marketing strategy. And I know people hear it a lot, but it is so important to do that. And as soon as we did decide to do that, we said we want to go the SEO route. We really wanted to rank content because we wanted to be able to kind of have our own piece of real estate on the internet where people could find us for years to come. And so we bought a few of Rob Force products. We plugged in. We said, this is who we want to follow. This is, this is the kind of results we want to create. We saw the things that he was making happen. And so we got that thing, and we literally would watch module take action, watch the module take action until we finished. I think it was 10, 12-hour, maybe 20-hour course. But we were taking action along the way with every single module. And for the first time in the history of any online marketing or business, we got a few leads trickling in, and we were freaking out because we really didn't have the belief at that point. We had never seen a lead. We had never had a relationship from anyone online, really. And so we had these leads start to trickle in, 1 or 2 a day, and we were like, wow. And Rob Ford always said, if you can bring 1 lead in, then you can get hundreds of leads a day. It's just all about duplicating and doing exactly what you did to get those leads. And so we kind of just took that SEO course, and then we've applied it and started integrating a lot of video marketing now. And what we found with video marketing is it kind of takes the blogging to another level. Now people are getting to see us, feeling like they're connecting with us. You build rapport a lot faster, and our conversions have just like highly increased just from adding videos because it's just a great way to make a connection with people right away.
Basically, videos, that's really hot right now. I don't know if you all know, but in 2009, Cisco did a study and they checked IPs. 90% of all web traffic now is coming from videos. 70% of videos, video traffic is coming from mobile devices. If you're not doing videos, get on videos now because that is the time. People are wanting to start buying from somebody they like, they know, and they trust. The fastest way possible right now that you can actually build rapport, the quickest way and have laser targeted leads and people is actually getting out there and getting on those videos.
Absolutely. That is it. I love video. I'm a blogger too, so I blog, but I also always incorporate video. Like, that's my strategy right there. And it's kind of, sometimes I'm like, well, I'm a video marketer and a blogger, and yeah, I'm just, I'm building my brand, but I also do a lot of social media because it just goes hand in hand. So
exactly.
Probably could go talk. We should go talk for like 2 more hours after this.
Social media is a great thing. Like you just said, you got to make sure to stay focused on one strategy at a time and master it.
Absolutely, and that is it. I actually was kind of all over the place, and I didn't follow those instructions. So, I've always been like that. I'll read the directions, you guys. I'm a blue. What can I do? All right, so here we go. I'm just going to move on. Thank you guys so much. I'm just trying to make sure we get everybody, and then I want to kind of chat for a little bit. Let's just see if we can get everybody just their story, and then we'll open it up for a chat. So we got Leonie Maziano in Australia, and she is just an awesome lady. When I met Leonie, she wasn't getting any results. Now she's making commissions, and she's just getting leads. She's so consistent, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of you, Leonie.
Thanks, April.
And you've been a great friend to me as well. So why don't you share just a little bit about, your story, how you found MLSP, and all that good stuff.
I hope it's not too noisy because it's actually like 11:30 here in the morning, and it's really hard, to be able to do webinars sometimes. Our team hangouts end up being quite noisy with my little 3-year-old. She just turned 3 on Saturday, so she's my reason why and all that sort of stuff. So this is my little girl Emma. I'll just be quiet for mummy. So yeah, my story is that my husband and I had a really hard time. What was it, 2007, he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he's grade 4, stage 3, I think it is, and he's been in remission now for the last probably 18 months. And we found out 12 months ago, no, sorry, just after he was in remission, that we were $500,000 in debt. Like, he just didn't concentrate on money and all that sort of stuff when he was going through chemo. And this little girl's an absolute miracle. She was conceived just after he'd been through a round of chemo, and we shouldn't have never ever had her. So to find out that you're in that sort of debt and you want to be a stay-at-home mum, I couldn't go back to work because of his treatment. He had stem cell recovery and all that sort of stuff.
Look at Ellie.
Emma absolutely adores April. She always wants to talk to her. Yeah, so we turned to the internet and started looking around probably about 12 months ago and tried to find something online, and I ended up signing up with a direct sales company, but it was something that we couldn't build online. So yeah, that was a little bit difficult, and I started looking around at a few other things, and as you tend to, you float from this program to that program, and I tried to join a few other things, but everything was all a little bit beyond our budget. And I was in a program, and a friend had put me onto April, probably about December or something last year, and I'd been on April's list. And it's funny because she was going for the MLM Blogger of the Year, the top 50 blogs, and she'd sent me an email and asked me to vote for her. And it's like, yeah, I've been on a blog heaps of times, and I loved all the trainings and everything. And so I sent her an email back and told her that I had done, gone and voted for her. And she actually emailed me back and thanked me. And I was like, oh, wow, she sort of replied to me. You don't expect that, to get a thank you. And so time went on, and I was still looking around, and the program that I was in was, way beyond our means to be able to get the 100% commissions. And that was when Mastery came out with MLSP. So April had sent me an email about it, and it's like, I've been on a list for probably 3 months or something like that. So I decided that, yep, okay, I'm going to sign up. So I sent her I think we were on Skype, and I got her on Skype, and she sent me the link and everything, and I joined then and there, and I didn't really look at Mastery straight off, but it's like, okay, this is what I want. And it was just so affordable compared to other programs that were out there. Other things that the company that I had been in was looking for something like $300 to be able to get 100% commissions, and there was, they didn't provide the value that MLSP provides with all the different packages that you can sell. So, it's just a no-brainer for me to be able to come in. So I've been 100% into MLSP. I just love the community, and our group that we've got with April, they keep us fired up. We're on Skype all the time, and Marley knows too. We're always pushing each other on and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're looking forward to. I've bought my ticket to be able to go to San Diego, but I don't know. I'm trying to work my way to be able to get the funds to go yet, and I've got to earn my way there. My husband's telling me, and I don't know quite how I'm going to leave this little one behind. So,
we're gonna have to drag you over here.
I don't want to be there. So
yeah, but it's interesting because, I know Dustin, everybody's kind of got a similar strategy, I'm finding, because Leonie does the same thing, videos and blogging.
Yeah, so far well, I've been taught by you, April.
Huh?
I've been taught by you. Yeah, I follow the leader. I picked my leader, and I'm
here's the thing, is that Leonie's getting results. She's getting leads, which she wasn't before, and a lot of what we do with the content marketing, it's very organic. So if you're new and you're here watching right now, content marketing, it is awesome because you can do the work one time and get residual leads, residual commissions, all of that stuff, right? But you do the work one time, but it's not like all of a sudden, oh, bam, you know, you got this content out there, and unless you're like Malia, she's already getting results like right away, where you're getting leads right away. So thank you so much, Leonie, for coming on with us. I really appreciate you and all that you do and all your leadership that you provide for all of us, really. Malia Halloran, lady,
Hello.
she's getting results like crazy, and like I said, unless you're like Malia, she's been pumping out videos, and you know, when I met her, she wasn't in a home business or anything like that. She was just looking to start like marketing online, and she's been doing like, you know, blogging and minutes with Malia and all kinds of really cool things. And so when I first saw her blog, I'm like, oh, this girl's really got it going on. You know, so I'm really excited. Malia, why don't you just share with us just a little bit about your story and you know, the success that you're getting now, because you are really pretty new. I mean, I'm saying from this point that you just started like a month ago, really starting consistently taking a lot of action, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm probably the newest person on this Hangout. I've been in MLSP for maybe 3 to 4 months, and I was one of those people cruising the internet probably at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I came across a company I'd never heard of, and I Googled that company reviews, and April Marie's blog came up, and I apparently put in my name and email address because a few hours later, April Marie Tucker was calling me on the phone. And that was amazing to me because for as long as I've been on the internet, like, I never knew that those people were real. And it's something special when somebody really takes the time to call you and to reach out to you. And I think that first conversation, we talked forever. I mean, we kind of clicked right off the bat, which was nice. And I came in, the first 1 or 2 months, I wasn't sure of myself. Patricia actually reached out to me from the beginning, and we've been having ongoing chats, and you know, she was super supportive, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm so confused, and she was super supportive, and which is amazing to find a community of people that really cared about my success. But basically what I did a few weeks ago, I was talking to April in one of our coaching sessions, and I said, I'm not getting leads. I don't know what to do. And she said, do something for 90 days. It doesn't matter what you do. Just do it for 90 days. And since I already had my blog established, I've been doing videos. I don't mind videos. I've been blogging, but not really with any strategy. Like, I wasn't posting on purpose. That's what I decided to do. I decided to challenge myself to do something for 90 days. So I know it can be difficult. Like, you look for 90-day challenges. I just read someone in Skype saying, where do you find a 90-day challenge? Well, I just created one for myself. And I said, I'm going to do 90 reviews, company reviews in 90 days. And I don't know what I was thinking, because it's really hard to do a blog post review and a video, because I do videos with all of my blog posts. But I must have been crazy, but I've been doing it. So I challenge myself to it. My team keeps me accountable. I post. I say, I finished this review today. Check it out. Give me feedback. And that's what I started doing. After a week of doing that, I started getting leads daily. Every day I'm emailing April, hey, got a lead today, got a lead. And that, I think, is really what it is. MLSP can be confusing, but when you start to follow directions, everything becomes clear. And that's really all it is following directions. They tell you pick a strategy. Well, pick a strategy. Don't sit around confused, not knowing what to do. Do what they tell you to do. Pick a strategy. It can be anything. It doesn't matter. Do that strategy consistently. Implement it. Just like Kate said, learn, implement at the same time, and you will start getting results. It's all about consistency. So do something consistently, get leads consistently. Remember that.
Definitely. That's awesome. Malia, I'm so glad you came on because when you were telling me in the group, you're like, I'm getting leads like every day. This is crazy. Like, doesn't it kind of like, oh my gosh, this actually works? Like, I remember that feeling. Like, oh my gosh, I remember somebody called me from YouTube and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to join. And I'm like, wow, really? I was shocked, but it worked.
And that's it. I guess it works. So today I was thinking, okay, just like somebody said, I forget who, you reverse engineer. So now I know how many blog posts I have and how many leads I'm getting. So if I'm getting 1 lead a day, then to get 20 leads a day, I need to at least have 20 company reviews out there.
Right.
So then that's my goal, to get through my 90 days. If I'm getting 1 lead a day from each review, get 20 out there, and keep going like that.
Right. Exactly. And that's a great thing to tell people, especially just getting started. I really am like just the same as you, and I'm always preaching this. I truly believe that consistency is the key. It really is. If you're just consistent with that one action, whatever it is, every single day for the next 90 days, you will be on a Hangout telling me your story. There's no doubt about it, because you'll be on the leaders board. I know it. All right. Thank you so much, Malia. And we're going to see you in San Diego. I can't wait.
Yes, I'm so excited.
You guys get to be awesome people. Like, come to live the dream. Like, seriously, I can't wait to see you guys. We're all going to hang out. Hopefully we'll have lunch and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Go have a drink together. Party. For real. Margaret Wilson.
I've been like popping in and out due to massive children arguments, so.
That's okay. We understand. I understand. I got 3 kids too, so don't, you know, I just ship mine to bed, and I've got Jeff in the house to keep them in line. I'm just kidding. Okay, nobody saw that. We don't do that here. Margaret is really, like, seriously, why don't you just share your story? I know it's like 3 times in MLSP now, and, you know, now you're really hitting it off, and you're doing great and doing some amazing things. So I'll let you take the floor.
Okay. It's been, actually, this year, I started network marketing 5 years ago. And so for actually my 5th year anniversary for being in network marketing, I am going to live the dream. I've wanted to go for 2 years, and so I thought, to celebrate 5 years in network marketing, I'm going to go this year. April's like super excited. She's wanted to meet me for 3 years. But basically, you know, like everybody else has said, pick one strategy is what I've done. I struggled for 3.5 years until really, I would say, 1.5 years ago, when I joined MLSP for the first time. I really started to realize what network marketing was all about. There is money to be made. And I stopped MLSP twice, because before they revamped it this time, it was confusing in the back office. It took me 3 days to get through six steps. And I thought, oh my God, there's no way. And so I stopped that and totally lost focus. When you lose focus, it's so hard to get that focus back. And so I rejoined MLSP a 3rd time, reconnected with April and Jeffrey and a lot of other leaders, and they kept stressing pick one strategy. And so I thought, okay, I kind of followed in April's steps because she learned Facebook. She grew her business starting on Facebook, and I said, okay, Facebook seems pretty simple, so that's what I'm going to do. Shh, quiet for a second. You know, come here. Come here.
I want you cook.
Like I said, mother of 3. Here's one. But I focused on Facebook, and I followed Michelle's courses. I bought both of them, and it really helped because I had no idea what Facebook pay-per-click was. I knew it was there, but I had no idea how to use it. I started using the pay-per-click, and keep in mind I only have now 400 fans. I started out with 245. With 400 fans, my reach has reached over 46,000. And that's with consistency. That's with really posting on Facebook minimum of 5 times a day. This past week I've had some other things go on where I've had to help my mom. I haven't been consistent. And to be honest with you guys, my reach has hit a bottom low. So what I want to do is I'm going to keep status updates. I'm going to make some blog posts. And I want you guys to go with me on the journey back up to where my reach was before, and I will tell you guys exactly what I'm doing to get it back up there. It takes consistency and it takes a lot of work, but if you're willing to do that, you can do it. And I've got 3 kids. I help my mom with her business, and I work late at night. So if you don't think that you can do this and you don't have the time, if you have the desire to be successful, you make the time and you get it done. April and I have a long history. Speaking of Facebook, April, I want you just to share the story of how we met and how you responded to my first message to you.
Margaret, I don't even remember. You know the story better than I do. I'm like, so
now I'm putting you on the spot.
Tell the story, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was so mean. Margaret was spamming me, you guys, and I think it was probably like the same copy-paste message I was getting from everybody else, and I kind of let her have it. And then I like forgot about it, and she must have opted in. Oh, I sent her a training. I'm like, you should really watch this MLSP training. Stop spamming people. And so she did, and I do call my leads, you guys, so I ended up calling her. Yeah, she does. Well, I didn't over the summer, but I am. Like yesterday, I called like 30 leads. Like I was like on fire. But anyways, yeah, so I called her up, and then she told me who she was, and I was like, oh, so bad. But she ended up joining. We've been really good friends ever since, and she works with both me and my partner, and she's rocking it out, and I'm just really, really grateful that it did turn out the way it did. So you just never know. Take a lesson from me. Real quick, you guys, because I can't see a chat, and I mean, I would love to know if people are even on this webinar at this point. Could you come on over to MLSPfanclub.com and just give me a shout. Let me know you're here. Tell me you love us. Something, you know. Tell me you got your party hat on. There you go. So just come on over to MLSPfanclub.com, or you can just go ahead and look for, let's see, MLSP Community. Or no, I'm sorry, My Lead System Pro on Facebook, okay? So just come on over and just leave me a shout just so I can kind of know that your guys are all alive and well and all that good stuff. All right, so let's see. Margaret is coming to Live the Dream. I think everybody's going to Live the Dream, right?
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. And then we got Miss Patricia Sweeney, MLSP Member of the Month for August, L2 Leader within My Lead System Pro, and Rockstar Facebook marketer, right? And I'll let you take the floor, girlfriend. All right. Glad to have you on.
Well, I don't want to take all the time. I want to hear Wade's story. I haven't heard his story. I know we've connected on Facebook, but I'm interested to hear. We've got like 13 minutes, and I know we all need to talk about Live the Dream. So, you know, guys, I started in January of this year. You know, so I'm hit L2. So I've been in for like 6.5 months at this point. You know, I just got busy. I didn't have I don't have the same story as a lot of the other folks on the panel do, where they weren't sure about this or whatever, you know, because you get in, if you don't, I don't know. I just had this thing in my head that I was going to do it no matter what, and nobody was going to stop me, and I was just going to go for it. And so, you know, I have learned that successful people learn a very little and do a lot. And those who are unsuccessful learn a lot and do very little. So if you're stuck in learning mode, you need to, this is what I teach people to do, is create a schedule, you know, literally, Monday through Sunday. You get up at 7, and I go to bed at 2 sometimes, and I have it blocked off in 30-minute segments. I create a schedule for myself, and I stick to it. And every single day there are things that have to get done before I can go to bed, period. No questions asked. I don't care if I'm up until 5 a.m. I don't care if I'm checking coffee for 3 days straight. That's just the way it goes. I mean, my husband and I have a brick and mortar business as well. I have 3 kids. They're going back to school. They're cheering. They're soccer. Da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't matter. You know, you either want this bad enough to do it or you don't. That's it. You have to make the choice. And, you know, belief, if your amount of belief in yourself and your ability to be an L5 leader or an L3 leader or an L whatever, you know, because for me it really just translates more into the income and the leadership skills you've developed to get to that level. That's really the point of that. It's curtailed by the amount of belief you have in yourself to get there, because you know what it takes to get there is acting like you're gonna be there. You know, like, isn't that weird? Like, it's so much of that, and that I think is the mental thing. And so maybe because I have employees and, you know, I've been an employer, so I've been the boss, you know, it wasn't so hard for me to make the transition to being my own boss in this environment. I don't know, maybe that was a perk for me. And it doesn't really matter how fast you go. I mean, you know, there are a lot of people who have done it faster than I have, but you can do it if you stick with something. So for me, I think in 6.5 months, I have a list of over 4,000 that are pretty responsive. My blog has a pretty high domain authority. I have 8,200 fans on Facebook. I hit L2. I've made over $10,000. And I'm going to live the dream because I know that it can go bigger, better, faster. You know what I mean? Like, this is so, like, the tip of the iceberg. And, you know, when you see that, when you get that, and when you get impassioned with the possibility of what it can be, of what your life can be, of what you can do and impact for other people, nothing will stop you. So that's my story.
That's an awesome story. Holy crap. I didn't know that you did all that. Jeez. I guess I should be paying more attention. That's awesome, Patricia. That totally is. You totally rock, girlfriend. So we can't wait to meet you at Live the Dream. If you can tell, like, somebody, like, I mean, you're getting phenomenal results and very quickly, Patricia. So that is key here. And I'm sure everybody's like, man, what is the key to that? Like, if somebody brand new coming in the gate today, what would you tell them to do?
Well, you know, it's funny because like Ken pointed it out in the chat over there. Regardless of the amount of time that's sort of involved here with everyone, you hear the same thing. They actually just did what MLSP tells you to do. That's it. You come in, you go through the Get Started, you pick a single like marketing, you know, method, and you stick with it. So for me, I did Facebook, and then I started doing some YouTube. I don't do it hardcore like these people do, and they're getting a lot more leads than me, so I'm going to start following Kate, and I'm going to see what she's up to.
Right. That's why we're having, like, all these people on, you guys, because you guys definitely want to connect with them in the community, in the MLSP community, in the Facebook group. So, Patricia, thank you so much for sharing. Let's move on to Wade really, really quick. I'm sorry, guys. I thought we were going to have, like, a 2-hour bash, man. I really did. Wade, the man, wow. There's 2 guys on, and you kind of outnumbered here, buddy.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, you're just totally awesome. You know, I've seen you around. I've seen you in some blog posts. I saw you on the leaders board. There wasn't an accident why I picked you, obviously. So we'd love to hear from you and, you know, your history, background, how you found MLSP, and what you're doing. What are you up to?
Awesome. Well, you know, I just echo everything that everybody's saying. And really what Patricia's saying is, you know, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We have a vehicle here, a tool here in MLSP that works, it's proven, and it's just a matter of, and the thing that I would add to what Patricia said is, you really have to make a decision. That's when everything changed for me. You know, so many people, we talked about, we all dabble in this, and we're trying it, and we're testing it, and we're seeing if it works, and we're checking it out. And I finally just made a decision that I'm going to use this vehicle, and I'm going to do it. And that's when I picked one strategy and just haven't looked back. And yeah, I mean, if it takes till 2 in the morning, it takes till 2 in the morning. And you know, I don't even go on Facebook sometimes for a week because I'm making videos. I'm doing SEO. I'm you know, in the thick of it. And it's just amazing how when you do start getting a little bit of results and your belief rises, it just empowers you to take more and more and more action. And so I wish I had some kind of secret that no one else had, but it's the same story that you're hearing for all of us. And it just works if you go and you don't be a student except to learn and go apply what you are learning and just take massive action on it. The only other thing I would add is that's really been huge for me is developing a mastermind. I've reached out through the MLSP community, through the Facebook group, through some of the course special groups that I've been in, and I intentionally went out and found some mastermind partners. Kevin's on here tonight. This is somebody that I talk to almost every day. I've got some other people in the MLSP community that we hang out and we talk and we share and we split test and we really roll up our sleeves and dig into the nitty-gritty and learn from each other. And that's really been huge to not feel like, you know, you're all alone in doing this thing. So, but I'm a video marketer, I guess, and so similar to what Kate and the Whizzes are doing, and it's awesome. Yeah, MLSP, and I'm definitely. I was actually at Live the Dream last year on the 2-week trial. And so, because I live in Dallas, so I went to the Live the Dream. I had no idea what MLSP was. I had no idea what network marketing was. No clue. And so came back and just really logged in the back office and took action.
That's totally awesome. Totally awesome, Wade. And I can't wait to meet you and live the dream.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to be there.
We're going to have to go have some drinks, everybody. So I think really, like, because we have 4 minutes, like, let's just, like, man, let's just tell everybody why they need to be at Live the Dream. I don't know. Whoever wants to go. Like, who wants to go? Jump in, man.
I'll jump in. All right, everybody. Definitely, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Definitely want to get to the event. If you have not already bought the tickets, go in your back office and get those tickets and get to the event. It's a life-changing. Like I said earlier, if you're actually there at the event, you're meeting the people, you're building the relationships. These are friendships that you're going to keep for the rest of your life. Our families don't understand that. They think, you sit in the house all the time and you're cooped up on a computer, but it's not. We actually have some of the best and greatest relationships and friendships that we've ever made have come from the My Lead System Pro community.
And you can pick everyone's brains once you're there. All the top leaders, it's your chance to really get in and pick their brains, and have some drinks and just hang out.
Let loose.
Get there.
Yep. I don't really know anybody. I don't think anybody on here did not have like a life-changing or is going to have one. I know Malia and Margaret and Leonie, you guys haven't been to Live the Dream yet, but anybody that's been to Live the Dream, that's when they had it. That's when it's like everything changed. Everything shifted. Everything shifted for me, I swear. Completely shifted. I went off and literally sponsored almost 400 people, not all myself, but built a team of almost 400 people within like 5 months right after Live the Dream 2. Like, that's how powerful it is, and that's how absolutely life-changing it is. So you guys, if you're here right now, like we're going to hear just maybe a couple more people, make sure you get to livethedreamevent.com. You just go ahead and go on over there. Get your tickets right now. There's tons of bonuses. There's all kinds of goodies over there waiting for you to pick up. So you definitely want to make sure you get on over there right now. Get your tickets. And another really powerful story. Kate, you had a really powerful story of Live the Dream. Why don't you just real quick tell them they need to get their tickets?
Well, yeah, pretty much. You got to get your tickets because it does make it real for you. All these people that you see, whether you're doing video marketing, blogging, whatever it is, these people are real. And quickly, I just, when I went to Live the Dream, I said, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. I'm going to go meet and connect with people. And that's where I met Mary and Dean Black for the first time. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who a lot of people were. I met them, and we've kept in touch. And what ended up happening is that's when Mary called and said, hey, would you do some intros on the wake-up call? You've been doing a great job. Want to see if that's something you're interested in. Those are the connections you make with people when you reach out, you go to live events, and you make sure that you're making yourself available. Don't just go there and sit in the back row. Be active, and that's what I promised myself to do, and that's why when you get to live events, those are the relationships you make with people, and you never know what's going to happen from them.
Right, and that's coming from somebody who's right now number 3 for the last 30 days in MLSP member signups.
Yep.
So, yeah, listen to Kate. Listen to Kate. She's going places. Everybody on here is going places, and we all want to meet you at Live the Dream in San Diego. Do what you got to do. Get your tickets. $199. They're going to continue to go up. The bonuses are going to continue. You know, you're going to have coaching and all kinds of crazy stuff. MLSP puts on a nice show. So if there's anything that you do tonight or when you get your paycheck or whatever it is that you need to do to get to Live the Dream, just do it. Just do it. That's like my motto. So looks like we have 1 minute. Anybody else want to share real quick?
I will say that number one reason for me, for you guys to come here, is because it is in America's finest city, San Diego, California.
Awesome. And she's offering boat tours, guys.
I know, my boat tour.
She's going to show tours. She's going to give you some tours of the city and stuff. So you definitely want to get there and have some drinks with us and connect with these leaders that are here right now, because this is the rock stars that you're going to be. I mean, this is the leadership here. This is up and coming leaders. So you're going to be able to meet these guys. You're going to be able to meet Brian Finale, myself, everybody that's on the MMT, EMT. This is seriously cream of the crop. So definitely get there. And thank you so much, JP, for letting me know. We did good. We did really awesome. Yeah, we did great. You guys are all rock. Thank you so much. Let's really
Thanks,
quick.
April.
Just close it out really quick. Everybody get to live the dream. Woo! See you guys at Live the Dream. Bye for now.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, you guys. You guys all rock. Thank you. Love you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, April.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye, April.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
The little one said bye. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Later, alligator.